Hi, everybody. I'm Julia, and welcome to your yoga practice for your solar plexus chakra. I'm super excited to be leading you in this practice today. Thank you so much, Artie, for joining me. I'm super excited. This is going to be a fantastic practice to help us bring our third chakra or our solar plexus chakra into alignment. And so our solar plexus chakra is located. We can do this together. So we can find the bottom of our rib cage and then bring our hands to the center. And so it's located below our chest and above our navel. And this is where our third chakra is located. The color associated with our solar plexus chakra is yellow. And so I have my solar plexus chakra stone. As you can see the symbol there. Perfect. So this chakra is related to our self-confidence, our willpower, our sense of authority, our overall energy and vitality. It's related to our self-control, our radiance, our warmth, also awakening, transformation, also sense of humor is related to this solar plexus chakra, and laughter as well, and immortality, which is very interesting. And yeah, and it is also related to our metabolism, emotions, and digestive system. So we can go ahead and roll out our mats. All we're going to need today is a yoga mat and maybe a glass of water. So let's make our way onto our yoga mats, and we're going to start this practice standing up tall in the center of our yoga mats. And so we're going to start in our mountain pose, practicing our 4-part breath. So we can go ahead and place our hands on our solar plexus chakra. And we can go ahead, maybe let's warm up our solar plexus chakra. Warm, warm, warm. And we're going to practice with our 4-part breath. So we can either keep our hands kind of on our belly. We can also keep our hands in the mountain stance with our palms facing forward. And so in this 4-part breath, we're focusing on bringing the color yellow all around us, focusing on bringing in positive energy and releasing anything that's not serving us. So let's start by focusing on our posture. We're going to be lifting up through our centers, feeling like a string is pulling us up from the crown of our head. We're dropping those lower ribs, rolling back our shoulders. We have a slight bend in our knees. If we tend to hyperextend or lock our knees back, we have a slight bend in our knees. We're lifting up once again from our centers. We're finding that tall mountain stance. Now let's move into our 4-part breath. So we're going to breathe in together for 4 counts. So inhale through our nose, breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's hold our breath at the top for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great job. And exhale through our mouth, breathing out for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. And let's hold our breath here, holding for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then let's breathe in again. So we can move through this at our own pace. Breathing in for 4 counts, holding at the top, and exhaling 4 counts, and then holding at the bottom. So let's continue together. Breathing in, holding, exhale, holding, inhaling again. This is a great way to calm down our nervous system, helping us be present in the moment, bringing ourselves into this practice. Let's do this a couple more times. Breathing in together, holding, breathing out 4 counts, holding at the bottom. Breathing in again, holding at the top, exhaling, and holding at the bottom. Great job. Now let's bring our hands to heart center and just evening out our breath here for a moment. Taking a cleansing inhale together, breathing in, energizing our whole body. And exhale. Let's interlace our hands, bending through our knees, reaching our arms up to the sky. Our hands are interlaced, and begin to work through some lateral stretches, reaching from side to side, opening up our chest, opening up to the sky. We can even take a slight arch back at the top if we'd like to, always protecting our back by engaging our core through any extension backwards. Wonderful job waking up the full body. Great job, everybody. Leaning from side to side. And now let's strap our left arm along our left leg, reaching over, stretching through our side body, bending through our knees and lengthening. Let's reach up, switching our arms. Now we're reaching our left arm is reaching up ahead now. Our right arm is down, reaching through our side body. Bending through our knees, let's switch our arms, reaching to the other side. Bending through our knees, let's switch one last time. And great job. Let's shake everything out, releasing all the stagnant energy, letting it go. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, great job. Now, standing in a wide leg stance, we're going to start to move into our moonflowers and then our sunflower squats. And this is a fantastic way to warm up our bodies before moving into any stretches. So bending our arms and legs. If we're leaning forward with a flat back forward. So our toes can be slightly turned out, but we want to make sure that our knees are in alignment over our toes. So our knees are not going too far in or out. So we're just squatting and extending. And these are our moonflower squats. So moving through the moonflower flow, bending and extending our arms in sync. This is really energy and mood boosting. Great way to warm up our bodies, a fantastic exercise, especially to do in the morning as we're waking up our whole bodies. Let's do a couple more. Maybe inhaling as we extend and exhaling as we squat. And now if we'd like to, we can move into our sunflowers. So feel free to continue the moonflower squat, but for the sunflower squat, we're going to meet our fingertips together over our head, and we're going to make one big circle, one big sunflower, meeting our fingertips together at the bottom, leaning forward, and then reaching back up. Fingertips meet together at the top, and then making another circle, leaning forward and extending back up. Great job. Really engaging our hamstrings, engaging our quadriceps and our glutes, as well as our core through this exercise to help us come up. Great job. Let's do one or two more. Feeling free in this practice to make any modifications that we need to feel comfortable. Really listening to our bodies, listening to what feels good for us in the present moment. Okay, wonderful job. Let's meet our hands back to heart center, steadying our breath, breathing in together, and exhale, letting it go. Bending through our knees, let's take a big step towards the front of our mat, and we are going to move through an energizing sun salutation flow. Standing tall, finding our mountain pose, our tall mountain stance, palms facing forward. Inhaling, sweeping our arms up above our head. Exhaling if we'd like to take a slight arch back. Shifting our hips forward, opening up through the solar plexus. Lifting up to the sky, opening through our arms, bending our knees, swan dive forward. Stepping back, right foot steps back into a lunge, coming up as high as we need to feel comfortable. Maybe coming up onto our fingertips, or we can make fists or wrists, or going as low as we'd like to in the lunge. Planting our hands down on the mat. Let's take a step back, stepping the left foot to meet the right foot, meeting together in a plank, always having the option to come into our modified plank, lowering the knees, untucking the toes, and lowering our hips down to be in alignment with our spine and our legs, making one long line from the crown of our head. We can also stay in the full plank, really engaging through our centers, hugging our belly buttons in, shifting forward. We're going to lower down, maybe coming into the modified plank for the lower, lowering down chaturanga dandasana, lowering down with control, shifting our forearms forward, coming into our baby cobra. Really opening up through our chest, stretching through the front part of our upper body. Dropping our shoulders down and back. Maybe lifting up through our centers. Placing our hands underneath our shoulders, pressing all the way back to the all fours, tucking under our toes, lifting our hips up to the sky, up to the down dog. Always having the option to keep our knees nice and bent here in the down dog. And we can also work through some foot pedals, lifting one heel up to the sky, reaching the other heel down to the mat. Pedaling through our feet, stretching through our calf muscles and stretching through our hamstrings. Wonderful job, everybody. Feeling free to keep both knees bent, whatever feels good for us right now, depending on how tight we may be in our calves and hamstrings today. Reaching both heels down to the mat. Now we're going to step our right foot forward now, back to a lunge. And then stepping the left foot to meet the right foot, back to the forward fold. Releasing for a moment here in the forward fold, bending our knees. Maybe rocking from side to side. Letting go of our neck, maybe shaking our head from side to side, maybe nodding our head. Bending deeper through our knees, opening up our arms, we swan dive up, flat back up, meeting hands above our head and hands back to heart center. Wonderful job. Let's repeat that to the left side now. You can also feel free to get a sip of water if you'd like to. Okay, let's stand up tall. Can also scoot my mat. Let's meet in our tall mountain stance. Standing up tall at the front of our mat, finding our tall posture, lifting up through the crown of our head, lifting us up. Inhaling, sweeping our arms above our head, meeting our palms together. We can take that slight arch back, lifting our solar plexus up to the sky. Opening through our arms, swan diving down, bending through our knees, down to the forward fold. Stepping our left foot back, left foot steps back, into the lunge. Planting our hands on the mat, stepping the right foot to meet the left foot, coming into our plank or our modified plank. Really hugging in through our belly button, hugs in, making sure we have a slight bend in our elbows, making sure we're not locking our elbows. Great job holding here. Lowering our knees down, untucking our toes, shifting our body forward slightly, engaging through our centers, lowering down through chaturanga, lowering all the way down to our bellies, shifting our forearms forward, coming into the baby cobra. Lowering down, our hands go underneath our shoulders, pressing back through the all fours, lifting up our hips, coming into the down dog. Staying here, just enjoying the stretch for a moment. On our next inhale, stepping our left foot forward. Stepping our right foot to meet the left foot. Coming back to the forward fold, bending our knees as much as we need to feel comfortable. Staying here for a moment, maybe reaching towards our opposite elbows and rocking from side to side for a moment here. Really decompressing our spine, letting go of our neck. Our head hangs heavy here. Reaching back down, bending through our knees, swan diving back up, opening through our arms. Our hands meet above our head, and then our hands meet together back at heart center. Wonderful job. Let's repeat this again a little bit quicker. Feeling free to take the little water break if you'd like to. Scoot my mat forward. Standing up tall, finding our tall mountain stance at the front of our mat. Inhaling, sweeping up through our arms. Exhale, slight arch back. Opening up through our arms. Swan diving down. Stepping back, our right foot steps back into the lunge. Our weight shifts into our hands. Our left foot steps to meet the right foot, coming into our plank or the modified plank. Engaging through our centers. Lowering down through chaturanga. Pressing up, either to come back into the baby cobra with our forearms on the mat, or placing our hands under our shoulders, coming into the full cobra, opening up, lifting up through our centers. We also can come into the full up dog, pressing our thighs up off the ground, engaging through our centers. Whichever version feels good for us today. Shifting our hips back, tucking our toes under, lifting our hips up to the sky, meeting in the down dog. Maybe sinking a little deeper into the stretch. Let's step our right foot forward into the lunge. Our left foot steps to meet the right foot, coming back to the forward fold. Decompressing the spine, releasing in the forward fold. Bending through our knees, we swan dive up, opening up through our arms. Our palms meet above our head, and our hands meet back at heart center. Great job. Let's repeat our sun salutation one more time on the left side. Steadying our breath for a moment here. Finding our tall posture. Inhaling, we sweep up our arms, meeting our palms together above our head. Exhale, we take our slight arch back. Opening up through our arms, we swan dive down. Releasing in the forward fold. Now we step our left foot back. Left foot steps back into the lunge. Planting our hands on the mat, we step the right foot to meet the left foot, meeting in our plank. You can also come into the modified plank. Holding here, really engaging through our centers, hugging our belly button into our spine. Amazing job, everybody. Lowering down our knees, untucking our toes, lowering down through a chaturanga, hugging our elbows into our sides. And now an option to come into our baby cobra, coming into our full cobra or into the up dog. Whatever we are feeling in our practice today. Lifting up through our centers, dropping our shoulders down and back. Lowering down, shifting our hips back, tucking under with our toes, lifting our hips up to the sky, lifting into the down dog. Always an option to keep our knees nice and bent here. Really extending our hips up to the sky. Maybe going a little deeper into our down dog. Now that we're all warmed up. Bending through our knees. And now we can step our left foot forward. The left foot steps forward. into the plank. Our right foot steps forward to meet the left foot, coming into our forward fold. Bending our knees as much as we need to feel comfortable. Now we can interlace our hands behind our back, coming into our chest opener. Maybe shaking our head from side to side. Releasing our arms back down, bending deeper through our legs, swan diving up with a flat back, meeting our palms above our head and palms to heart center. Great job building up heat in the body, really energizing our entire bodies. So, let's see what we've got next. Let's make our way down to the mat. Okay, so we're going to come into our staff pose. And if we have issues fully extending our legs out in front of us, feeling free to keep a slight bend in our knees. And we're going to move into a contraction exercise. So we're going to work on a couple exercises to really engage our centers, as well as warming up our solar plexus, bringing balance into the chakra. So we're going to extend our arms out in front of us. We're sitting up tall in the staff position. We're engaging through our centers. On our inhale, we are extending our arms forward. And on our exhale, we are contracting back, rolling almost like a half roll down through our spine, really engaging in this upper core area where our solar plexus is. Inhaling, sitting up, back tall, almost arching through our spine. Inhaling here, a big cleansing inhale, and exhale, contracting, doing a half roll back. We can also practice this exercise with our feet planted on the mat. We can work through the same exercise here if this is more comfortable for us. So inhaling, extending our arms forward, almost trying to arch through our spine, exhaling, contracting, and doing a half roll back, engaging through our centers. Inhaling, sitting up nice and tall, and exhaling, doing a half roll back. Let's do this a couple more times. Inhaling, sitting up nice and tall, extending through our arms, feeling the energy in our arms. And contracting back, hugging our belly buttons in towards our spine, sitting up tall, and extending back. Great job. Let's place our hands behind our knees on our roll back. We're going to roll all the way down to our mat. Scooting our hips forward, placing our hands behind our knee, roll our knees, rolling all the way back onto our spine, finding a comfortable laying position. And then let's just rock our knees from side to side, just letting go of our lower back for a moment here, just allowing our knees to windshield wiper from side to side, just releasing our lower back, massaging through our hips, letting go of our core here for a moment. Okay, great job. And now let's extend our legs out long. And extending our arms, we're going to come into another core exercise. So as we inhale, we're relaxing into our mats. Feel free to just watch me for the first one also. And exhale, we're contracting everything up, lifting an inch off the mat, and then lowering back down. And if this is uncomfortable for us, we can also do this as more of a crunch. So we can place our feet flat on the mat. Inhaling, we're just relaxing down here. And exhale, we're reaching our arms out in front of us and coming up into a crunching position, engaging through the top part of our core, hugging our belly button in towards our spine, and then releasing back down. So 2 options. We can do this exercise, their legs extended and coming into this position, or we can keep our knees bent and lifting up here. Let's do a couple more. Inhaling, relaxing into the mat. And exhaling, extending our arms forward and releasing back down. Inhaling, relaxing into the mat. Exhaling, releasing up, contracting through our spine, really engaging through our centers and rolling back down. Great job. Let's just rock our head and rock our knees from side to side. And our last core exercise today will be a single leg lift. So once again, we can either keep our knees bent and our feet planted on the ground. We can also choose to extend our legs. And we're going to be engaging through our centers and lifting one leg up to the sky at a time. We can definitely flex through our foot and feel a stretch in our calf muscles and our hamstring. We can also point our toes and lifting back down. And on this lift, we're really working slowly, really engaging through our centers, feeling the area right above our solar plexus activate, feeling the strength in our core right here, lifting up one leg at a time. You can do the same exercise just with our knees bent, lifting up one leg, maybe extending and lifting. Really using our core to lift up our leg. Flexing through our foot to feel more of a stretch. Wonderful job. And then let's just hug our knees into our chest, just rocking from side to side. Rocking from side to side. Beginning the cool down part of our yoga practice today. Beginning to express gratitude to ourselves for really showing up today. We're focusing on activating and balancing our solar plexus chakra. We're taking time to focus on our health and our well-being. Extending our legs, let's hug our left knee into our chest. And we're going to cross it over our body, coming into our laying spinal twist. So our knee is extended across our body. Our arms can come out into a T position, and we can either look towards our back shoulder or look up to the sky. And we can relax our eyes closed here. Fully just melting down. Relaxing into our mats. Feeling all the energy in our body be activated today. Imagining a white light surrounding us, glowing all around us, full of positive energy, vitality, strength, positivity. Breathing in and exhaling, letting go of anything holding us back or no longer serving us. Relaxing into the twist, slowly coming out, hugging our left knee into our chest, and then switching legs. Hugging the right knee into our chest, hugging it in, and releasing it across our body, coming into our laying spinal twist, meeting together. Our arms are out in the T position. We can either look towards our back shoulder, or we can look up to the sky, closing our eyes once again. Really melting into the ground here. Feeling connected in with the earth. Maybe now we're picturing a yellow, bright, shining light coming from our solar plexus chakra. A bright yellow. like the sun. Making sure that we're breathing here. Slowly coming back to the center, hugging the knee into our chest and releasing our leg out long. We can place our hands on our solar plexus chakra, just laying down in our mats. We're going to take a couple deep breaths here just to close out our practice. Fully relaxing. Beginning to slowly wake up our bodies. Feeling free to stay here as long as we would like to. We'd like to continue our practice. But if we're ready to finish out our practice today, we can begin to wiggle our fingers and toes, finding some circles in our ankles and wrists, bending through our knees, planting our feet on the mat, lifting one arm above our head, and rolling onto our side. Pressing ourselves up whenever we are ready, back into the seated cross-leg position. Sitting up nice and tall. Maybe still closing our eyes here. Let's take another inhale together, sweeping our arms up above our head. Inhaling together, meeting our palms together. Our palms meet at heart center. And then at our heart, let's take another deep breath, sweeping our arms up, inhaling through our nose, meeting our palms together. Hands to heart center. And one last big inhale, sweeping our arms up above our head, meeting together. Third eye and heart center. And together we say namaste, namaste. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today for this class. Sorry, focusing on our solar plexus chakra. I hope you really enjoyed this practice, and I can't wait to see you again in another yoga video.